Hello and welcome to this unexpected canoe review. Over the last couple of days I've been working with a fellow that was interested in selling a canoe that he bought back in 2007, 2008. He used it only 2 or 3 times, put it in storage in an outbuilding that he had, and he decided in the last few days that he would like to sell this canoe. So even though it's a 2007 model built in the Royalex format, it's virtually new. It's only been out on the water 2 or 3 times, and he's a very particular gentleman. He takes care of things. So I got a virtually new Vagabond Canoe, the Wenonah. Like I said, it's in that Royalex material. So it's not necessarily the lightest. It's strong. Kevlar would be lighter, but that's all right. I was able to get a near new canoe in this Royalex that worked out well for me and for the seller. As you can see, it really is in good shape. One nice thing about this canoe that I didn't even realize right away until I looked at it is it's got a 3-position seat. Right now it's situated in its lowest level. With just a little lift, I can put it up in the so it's raised up just a bit, and then if I loosen it, if I can figure out how to do this the right way, there. Now it's in a position that will lock, and I can portage with it. And I did a test portage. My net goes here, and this slope, it worked quite nice. So I may not even have to build a portage yoke for when I do some touring with it. But this is the Wenonah Vagabond, 14 feet 6 inches, and I believe 43 pounds if my research is correct. I do know that it's lighter than my Old Town Discovery 119, and it's a little bit heavier than my shorter Old Town pack. But I think it's going to work out well, and I do believe it might be time to take it out on the water and see what it'll do. Well, I'm out on the water with this Wenonah Vagabond Canoe. I have the seat in the lowest position. The only extra weight I have in here is a dry bag that's got my cell phone in it, and I have a water bottle behind me. From what I can tell, it's setting pretty level, and paddle's nice. But you can see it takes shaking pretty. I don't have my equipment in here yet. That'll come. But like any vessel on the water, if you put your gear in and make sure your weight is distributed properly, it can be helpful. Or it can make a mess of things if it's not set in there right. So here's the look of the canoe coming at you. Again, really tipping it, and I'm moving all over, nothing's happening. I don't have any doubt at all about the stability of this canoe. I do double blade for a couple of reasons. First off, it's efficient. If you look, every stroke is, every time my arms move, it's moving the boat. Second, I've had my shoulders, my one shoulder has been repaired twice, and my other arm has been repaired once. Paddling with a single blade just doesn't work for me very well. So with that, I think I'm going to head back to shore and put some gear in it, and let's go for a paddle. I'm out on the water now. We're paddling here on the Wapsipinicon River by Frederica. I have the GoPro mounted on a tripod with the legs spread apart across the gunnels of the canoe. I have 2 backpacks full of camera gear behind the seat. Just a cell phone, Nikon 200 to 500 camera sitting in front of me, and then a Nikon with a 18 to 200 under the seat. So that's my weight distribution for this first try out. Really, it seems quite nice. If I were going to do a long trip, record that, I would just clamp the GoPro on, get it out of the way, but I'll be honest, I forgot my clamps at home. So you make do. When I have the clamps, then that frees up the tripod for my longer lens. This just really seems like a nice little canoe to paddle. Obviously, we don't have much current here. Don't even have wind right now, or waves or boat traffic, so I'm just gonna see what it'll do. I'll be honest, I think the best way for me to try this out would be to take it to the Boundary Waters. I really don't expect any problems with it. When I go up there, I would probably put my big bag of camping gear. Well, it's like a Duluth pack, only it's plastic. It's more contemporary. I would put that in the space behind the seat, put my camera equipment in front, unless I was having trouble with tracking, and I could reverse those. I really just don't anticipate any problems. You can see the old river's a lovely shade of green. Pea green. We'll be getting into the sun here shortly. I think I'll go over towards that left side. Maybe I'll have less sun shining directly in my face. So I'll be honest, I'm paddling blind right now. Each time I buy a different water vessel, I kind of wonder, am I buying something I'll actually use and appreciate, and is it even necessary? You know, what am I wasting my money? So it's well, the last one that I bought was a Old Town Discovery 119 Sportsman. That's a good beat around canoe, kayak. They call it a hybrid. It's more of a canoe as far as I'm concerned. That's a good beat around boat for anywhere where we got rocky bottoms and log jams and things that we're going to hit. I don't want to do that with it, but if I'm going to be on a waterway like that, that's the boat that's going out. Now on something like this where I know where I'm going and I'm not likely to hit much, I take this or my Old Town pack. And I do have a Kevlar canoe as well. I take them out here when I know I'm not going to hit anything. They could take it, I just don't want to scuff them up. I like my things to look good as long as possible. I want to use them, but I want them to look good too. Wow, is that sunlight? I have no cap and no sunglasses. It's bright. So on this first comprehensive test run with this Wenonah Vagabond Canoe, I would say I'm pleased. It would take a little more paddling. Actually, I don't know why it would take more paddling. I know that it's going to work. What I'm anxious to do now is just get out and go look for wildlife with it. I recently paddled on the Mississippi River with Dale Graybeard Sanders. He's 87 years old, turned 87 June 14th, and he's attempting to reclaim the record for the oldest person to paddle the Mississippi from its source at Lake Itasca in Minnesota down to the Gulf of Mexico. Anyway, on that one I took that Old Town Discovery Sportsman 119, and while it worked okay, it did present some challenges. I could tell that it was heavier than what they were paddling. They were really moving. Now granted, they're probably in better paddling shape for those long distances, but I wish I'd have had this one then already. I think I'd have worked less and enjoyed it more. I have a couple of cormorants that just flew up front. I'm starting to see some of the birds that move south. I'm starting to see them already. It's only mid-August. I'm not ready for fall. Certainly not ready for winter. Not when I have a new to me canoe. As I approach my dock, I'm pleased to say that I think this canoe is going to work out quite well. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier than my pack canoe, but I pick up 2 feet, a little over 2 feet. It's sleeker. The lines are a bit different. I still like that pack canoe, but I think I'm really going to like this one when I need to carry gear. So with that, I hope you found this review informational, and I thank you for watching.